mean, you know, G-Unit South, it's hard to try to act like a real nigga, man. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can. You got to be born a real nigga, man. You got to be born. Okay. Real recognize real. Real recognize real. And eventually, a nigga gonna see through the shop.
When you ain't loyal, man, that shit fuck up your street cred. Your street cred. Your street cred. Ain't put in work, that's why your ass ain't got no street cred. No street cred. No street cred. Yeah. Real recognize real, my nigga.
What up, man? It's your boy Mike Duece, man. We back at it, man, with the Legend Street Certified, man. And I got another true legend from Nashville, man. Probably one of the biggest ones that y'all done heard about in the rap scene. And he's been making a lot of noise lately, and I'm just honored to be right here with him. And he's on the Legend Show, and I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, Mr. D Tay, the Cashville Unk.
What's going on? What's going on, people? It's officially the Unk of the city of Cashville, tapping in with prospects, perspectives, and the legends. You know, I'm one of the legends in the city. I know that from the work I put in. If you don't know the work you put in, you don't know your worth. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate the love. Anyway, what's on your mind, nephew?
Man, about the work you put in, man. What's some of the accolades you got from the work that you done put in? How long you been in the game?
I've been doing this for, what we're gonna say, I've been doing it for about at least 20 years. But the accolades came, you know, about 10 years ago, 11 years ago, you know.
What kind of accolades? Jumping
off the porch as far as these tours and those type of things. The award shows, the BET Awards, and just the shows, man, and the activity that come along with stardom. You know, that was basically stardom, the start of stardom for me, for the Cashville.
I mean, we've been seeing you moving around a whole lot. Like you can pop up on any old school famous rapper nigga there is. I'll take, come on, you with me tonight? Like how you do that? How you make so many connections?
You gotta maneuver. You gotta build relationships. Yeah. You know, once you get in the room with people, your personality will let them know if y'all gonna be friends after you leave that room or that.
You got 20 years strong relationships with mainstream artists. Like people don't keep in contact with people 20 years ago. That's something big. That tells you something about what you is as a person,
right?
And how important you is to the city,
right? Well, I try to set an example for the city, you know, with the moves and the relationships that I build with people. Because, like I said, it ain't about what you're doing, it's about who you are. You know what I mean? Especially when you get around people that's already doing what you're trying to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? They only gonna respect who you are first. Mm-hmm. You know, they might like your music, but then once they meet you, that'll let them know if they gonna really like your music. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So they gonna go back and really listen to it like, this some street music, okay, cool. Then you meet the person like, dude really bad. Let me go back and listen to this song again. Then they really just listen to the words and trying to imagine it. Like, I feel what you're saying. Like, I get it.
Right.
Hey.
Right. You gotta have that vibe going, man. But it's basically just, you know, them relationships you was talking about. How did I keep them relationships so long? Was you still have to reach out to people even when they not reaching out to you. You know, you got to keep that bridge going, because they got things they doing. So, you know, as long as you stay in range of what's going on, then you still in tune with what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you 20 years strong and you still active.
Yeah.
And people careers
we got to stay active, baby.
People careers don't last that long, but you made it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, man. So they say, what D Tay doing on this certified legend? What make him a legend? So we got you on here to tell the whole world what really make you a legend. Like, man, I can name a few. I can name Lil Flip. I can name Juvenile. I can name Turk. I can name Pimp C. I can name Snoop Dogg. I can name 50 Cent. I ain't gonna name dudes, but come on,
dudes is real, man. Real is real.
I mean, real is real. I ain't gonna even give them no clout.
It's all good. Check it out.
So how you get around all these people, man? Like, where it all start?
What made the Unk a legend?
Yeah,
was my work that I've done that the city can vouch for.
Nah, not just the city, nigga. Well, everybody.
I know everybody, but I speak as far as my city. Because see, once you got your city, that matters.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas don't got their city. They hot outside the city, but they ain't got no love in the city. You know, they might have some niggas from one side that fuck with them, but to have the whole city, you know, fuck with me, how they fuck with me, they really witnessed my trials. They said, Tay deserve it, man. He, you know, rappers ain't even hot as me right now, and I don't even got a record out in Cashville. You feel what I'm saying? They not even hot as me right now today. Yeah. But it ain't about the music. It's about who I am and what I've been doing for our city. And the legend part come in with me, the credentials that I have. From the BET Awards, you know, to being on the anger management tour with Eminem and Dre. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Snoop, you know what I mean? Shout out to Lindell White for the Titans, you know what I mean? Pac-Man. Huh?
You was on the basement too, the rap basement. Was you on there?
Nah, I was on the basement, wasn't I? I've been on so much I can't even remember. Yeah. Summer Jam, New York, you know, we did that. I was on the Flavor Love, you know. Out there with Flav, crazy ass. Flav punked up like me. Yeah.
They put y'all two around each other.
Man, what? He thought too. Shout out to DJ Paul and my uncle Juicy J. You know what I mean? The Bishop Don Juan, that's the Unk, man. We got a lot of action and a lot of laughter out there. It was a good time out there in LA. Yeah. That's part of what comes in with me being a legend for my city of Cashville, because Cashville don't have nobody that goes and lets them live through them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else has reached those platforms since we've done it. Nobody's went platinum, you know, out of Nashville, not a rap artist, since we've done it. Nobody's been on the BET Awards, but it's okay, it's to come. We done opened the doors for that. Mm-hmm. So we're expecting some more. With all the rappers out of Cashville, all the nephews, I support them because I love what they're doing, because they bring in that new Cashville thing. And I'm just gonna unk the situation and monitor it and let them know when they're gonna crash, or let them know what they need to do, whether they need to make a left up here or right up there, or stay focused right here. I've already done that, run with the crews and all the youngsters that, you know, a lot of times you can bring trouble to what you gaining. If you gaining and you bring somebody else's trouble to what you gaining, you're gonna lose out off of what they decision they make. Why you got them with you? Whatever you do, if you got them with you, their decision is yours. We focus on doing the music. So you get the youngsters with you, they bring their guns, they bring their drugs, you got to account for that once you let them get in your car. Mm-hmm. See, it's about lasting. I'm still here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I learned, I went to jail, I had to do them things, but I had to make some decisions. So now I said I'm gonna show the nephews who doing music how they can win, how they can survive. That's what I do. You might see me with 50 one day, and then the next day when I get back to Nashville, I'm pouring concrete. I got concrete everywhere, all over me. You know, shout out to my big cousin Tim too with the concrete company. You know, black entrepreneurs that got black businesses, I'm supporting that. You know, he gave me the opportunity to be a man and get a job when things was rough with the music thing. You know, and
because it ain't always lovely in the music thing.
Nah, man, it's a real world.
You think you sign a deal and you rich? That'd be the only money.
Man, you sign a deal and you done went broke that quick. Soon as you signed it, cause guess what? You owe them immediately. Soon as you signed it, you owe them whatever they want from you. Yeah, but it's just about the hard work and being your own boss and being a leader and keep on accomplishing something every year. That's it. That's what I give Cashville. That's the legend part.
What was your biggest accomplishment last year, 2021?
21, I accomplished a lot of relationships, rekindling a lot of relationships of people just, you know, I ain't seen them in a minute, whether it was Lil Flip or Rocco. You know, it was getting them ready for what I'm about to bring, you know, just to let them know I'm still outside, I'm still working, and to salute them with what they was doing too still. Mm-hmm. You know, for them to still be active with what they was doing, Juvenile. You know, all of them is my brothers, you know what I'm saying, Future, all of them my brothers. But it's not about that, because you gotta just keep working, man. They can be my brothers all day, but I just gotta keep working. I bump into them, we show love, we work with something and we go back to work. Whether we get a record from each other or whatever, I gotta go back my way and work my thing, and they go back and do their thing. But you gotta keep in tune with you gotta keep it going to keep that.
So 20 years strong in the game, like, how did it all start? Where did D Tay come from? Cause I know you had what your mama named you from the start. How you get D Tay and where you came from? How you come up?
Well, I took that D Tay from my name, Dante. You know, I ain't had to do no extracurricular activity going on.
No, I'm talking about, I understand that, but when did you become D Tay? When did you become you?
Well, I mean, it came with the music, you know what I'm saying? When I started getting outside with this music, you know what I'm saying? That was an artist name for me, you know? So I just took it, made my name short, and made it my artist name, D Tay. Dante D Tay, just shorten it up, you know? Just kept it real, just kept it solid.
How you introduced D Tay to the world? How did that start?
Ambition. Dedication. Drive. You know what I'm saying? That's how I introduced myself to the game. Because the game was there, but I had to introduce the game to me.
To you.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta stay active.
So how you get your first big break? Where your first big break come from? Like, how did you get, if you do anything, you going straight to the blogs now? How did you get that to that level?
Well, it was the people that we had encountered, that we had grew relationships with, that discovered us out of Cashville, or discovered me, you know. The TIP situation was probably my first introduction to stardom, you know, because it was a nationwide tour. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, we kind of came out of high school straight into that. We didn't really get to go to college and be around the college people unless we was doing shows for the college people. So we didn't get to live that college life. We went straight from high school into stardom. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, we won some things and we lost some things because we wasn't prepared for what was happening. But
don't break it, make it. You feel me?
Yeah.
You still here pushing. You got your own brand, man. G Unit South. How G Unit South doing right now?
But G Unit South is still in construction. You feel what I'm saying? It's Cashville Unk, G Unit South, Kong Entertainment. You know what I mean? G Unit South that's the plantation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where it started from. You know what I mean? Shout out to 50, my big bro. But you know, he awarded me with that and told me, you know, go to work. So it was all about building. You know, you can have somebody do something for you and give you something, or somebody can give you something and you build something for yourself from what they gave you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what happened with that. You know.
So how you feel about being labeled like a gangster or a killer, a person that's gonna do some harm to you, you mess with you, or mess with anybody around you? Like, you've been stamped by 50, you've been stamped by Buck, you've been stamped by a lot of people. How you feel about that image?
You know, to be honest with you, sometimes you gotta be honorary out here. It's just, sometimes you have to be honorary. That's just the world we live in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times when people are active, they unless you just one of them niggas waking up just active every day, you don't want to get active like it, man. Just because you don't want to see people like that. Yeah. It's a whole nother uniform. You transform. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't know what's gonna happen after the results of whatever happens. But you know what you're gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? You know how you gotta protect yourself. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people looked at how I am as a man I was protecting another man, you feel what I'm saying, while he was doing what he was doing, but I just happened to end up doing some real street shit, or street things, whatever street things when I was out there, you know, in the world doing these things for my career.
It would have happened even if your career wasn't right there. If it was just you and a regular nigga that you was with every day, you'd do the same thing.
Yeah, it didn't have nothing to do with what I was doing as my career. It was real street life. I got caught in the wrong places at the right time. You know what I'm saying? But I did the right thing to get out of that situation. Yeah, sometimes you win some, you lose some. But you know, if you're from the streets, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. I won more than I lost, is what you know. We don't like losing.
You like an activist now, because you came, you still focus on your career, but I see you around Nashville more often now as Cashville Unk. You got that label, and you've been standing on that. You've been standing on Cashville Unk. You've been around with all the local rappers and just showing love to everybody. Like, you giving back. Like, what make you do that?
The city needs a direction. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's what the city needs, is a direction. As long as they got a direction, they'll figure out their own plan along the way. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is I gave them something else to look for or forward to do. You feel what I'm saying? Besides the rapping in the studio part, outside the booth. You feel what I'm saying? It's about really being a man, and you know, they might see me pouring concrete or whatever, but that's real life stuff. See, they don't let you know about that. I've already been with the stars and been on these tours and on these tour buses and with these models and all that. What happens after they say and cut? When they say action, then you got to put it on and put your character on. But when they say cut, how you living? Yeah. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. Because once you can survive comfortably without the camera on, then you can go in there and do whatever you need to do. Yeah, and it's real.
Because some of the things you doing, like, if they had awards in the city, like, you should be nominated for something because you, like, really showing support to anybody that's doing something and really need the support. Like, you giving them that push, you giving them that shine, like, you'll go show up at what they doing and support them, and it's just like you really took that unk and ran with it, like you really standing on it. In the city like that.
My fault.
They love that. The city love that.
Nah, I love my city. I love the youngsters. I love to see them doing what they doing because I did that. You know, and I was that. Jumping around with the big, you know what I mean, y'all on him and just wild and all that and ready to shoot whoever, whatever, however they go. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta grow. You gotta grow. You can't be the same person you was last year. Yeah. Just or yesterday, really. How it's coming, you gotta be growing, man. You gotta be growing. I just wanted to show the nephews how to grow. You know, that part of running around with them guns and that money, that ain't even. That's little.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's about survival, bro. That's all.
Yeah. So you been running around the city a lot with, man, a little dude called Mike Duece.
The Mike Duece guy,
Mike
man.
Duece, man. He been running
I mean, you're actually a pretty
Duece,
good
man.
interviewer too, Duece, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're actually.
Appreciate that, man.
This is the Duece guy right here.
I'm actually Mike Duece. I love y'all.
Yeah, nephew, yeah, me and nephew.
What, like, people want to know, like, what made Tay just grab Duece like that? Like, he could have grabbed anybody that he wanted to. Why he just with him all the time? Like, what's so special about dude? He ain't even no rapper. He just started rapping and this nigga got that. What's up?
Yeah.
What made you just, how did I stand out from everybody else?
You was different. You already, you know what you wanted. You was there before you get there. That's what I call it. It's about working and knowing you working so hard, like something gonna come. You just, no matter what, you have to pick up and go. He'll go. I could call and say, look, I gotta be in Atlanta tomorrow, and he'll say, where you at? I'm already outside. You feel what I'm saying? And then that could be on a weekday. See, it's certain things that can happen before you get to where you need to go. You need to know if they deserve to even be in the car. You know what I'm saying? Some people let you know they don't even need to be in the car before you put them in there. So I let people choose themselves with their hard work, with their dedication, with their decisions on trying to take their career to the next level. I'm already focused on that. I'm only gonna deal with people that if you ain't been where I've been and you trying to get where I'm going and you got the same tempo as me, you deserve to be there. Cause you ain't did what I did. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just, I
asked that question because I was showing people like you can just come from nothing and not even rapping or doing anything and connect with the right person and things can further your life for the better and you're not even knowing it at the time that you're doing it.
Right.
So whatever blessings come your way, accept them blessings and run with it and take full advantage of the blessings that come your way. That's what I wanted to get out of that because I could have been still wanting to be a rapper, but when I got with you, you showed me that I can be a rapper and how far I can go with it. So I looked up to you to go forward, and you was
I gotta show you the magic. You feel what I'm saying? When you get there, you could tell people things, but when they witness the magic, I was there when that happened. Yeah. I don't know how he did that. People around say, how did they do that? How were they getting in there? Like, how did they? We did that. We actually went and put in that work, made that happen. Go out there, DJ had a DJ play that record at this time. When we get there, you got to orchestrate that stuff. You know, sometimes you can't let stuff happen. You got to make stuff happen.
Yeah.
Can you dig it? I can dig it. Yeah, but go ahead.
What's some of the songs you got, man? I know you just did a big track, man, but I don't know if you want the world to know about it, man. But
the bag. You gotta go make some shape for the bag. Yeah. Look, that's that's gonna be one of the records that foundates the growth of D Tay, the Unk. That's the presentation of the Unk record right there. You know, that's an Unk record. You know, you got your D Tay records, which is like that, and Young Trap nigga, and
Unk on some grown man shit.
yeah. we gonna maneuver. You know, like I said, it's all about growth. Keep growing. So.
Yeah, cause shit, you don't want to
What's
see
about
him with the bandana on, the guns running around.
You might see it though. One time it might be a part.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Now, you know, it just depends on the video and the scene we need. Yeah. But yeah, for when they say act, I mean action and cut. Once they say cut, nah, you ain't gonna see that with D Tay. You gonna see the Unk. You know what I mean? Like have on the flats, like Razor. Shout out to Razor. Now you good. 22. Yeah, only the hustlers achieve. OTHA, yeah, the clothing. Yeah, that's the brand. Shout out to OTH Clothing. Only the hustlers achieve. Ambition, organization, and execution. I respect that. I respect that.
He been rocking that what's the name of it? Ota.
Clothing line.
Clothing line. He's been wearing that.
I support black entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
you know?
I like that because you got the owner of the company in a better field with itself with what he doing. Like he feel like he can keep going forward with it by meeting people and doing stuff that he probably got inspired off of you. Just like you don't even know that you're inspiring him, but you really are.
Yeah, I do know that. You know, because I grabbed them when nobody was even wearing it. Mm-hmm. I was the first one to just, hey man, you got something there. Let's do that, and I'll be the face of it, and I'll promote it. And then I seen gradually people from Deshaun Goddard's, the Ambino, everybody reach out, but they supporting us. That's all. They supporting the community, and they supporting him, and that's what I was doing before everybody recognized it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You had him, yeah.
That's all.
You have been. You've been holding it down for him.
We gonna motivate this year. You know what I mean? If for the ones that ain't really think they got a clue what they gonna do next, they do music and then they hit the trap all day, then go in the studio and then come back to the trap, we're gonna show them it's a whole nother life out here.
Yep. There's different places you can be, different studios you can be.
Yep.
That's the thing. Get around, move around.
Yeah, live your life. You gotta live your life. It's more to it. But if they watching my page, they gonna learn something.
Yeah.
They gonna see something that they ain't seen. That they ain't seen is real though, you feel me? For them, better for them, you know. But yeah, the legend part, I appreciate that, you know. Still putting in work for that, so it just come from that.
You ain't putting work forward, you putting work to keep it up.
Right.
Because it's already submitted.
Right.
Like, you up there, and I feel honored to have him on the show, and yeah, I mean, just getting the real. I know y'all want to hear about this and hear about that, but if I don't want to hear about that, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what's really real and what's going on with that person. So, you got Cashville Unk, D Tay on Certified Legends, here in the flesh, and we out.
Yeah, Cashville Unk.
When you ain't loyal, man, that shit fuck up your street cred. Your street cred. Your street cred. Ain't put in work, that's why your ass ain't got no street cred. No street cred.